Let's talk Monday Night Raw. The evening started okay. It was Roman Reigns basically looking for his title and looking for Jacob because he needed some acknowledgement. Throughout the entire evening, we saw a lot of that. We saw Roman talking to people saying that Jacob was going to acknowledge him. We're going to wait till the end and talk about how that ended up. The first promo was the Vision. They came out, basically said, Seth was the one that clearly was not ready against Braun Breaker, and basically saying he's done with the Vision. They don't want anything to do with him anymore, and basically are writing him out of the Vision history as if he didn't create the whole thing. Street Profits did come out, and Joe Hendry as well, to interrupt this. There was some pretty good things said back and forth. I have a little clip of that. You guys can go watch that. After that, we had the scheduled six-man tag, and the Street Profits and Joe Hendry did defeat the Vision. However, it was by the help of Seth Rollins. Braun Breaker went around. He was about to hit a spear. Out of nowhere came Seth Rollins, interfered. And then with that, Angelo Dawkins was able to pin Austin Theories for the 1, 2, 3. Penta and Ethan Page then had a bit of a promo that turned into almost like a fatal four-way promo in the ring. It was announced that at Saturday Night Main Event, we are going to get Ethan Page versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. During the promo, though, we had Rusev come out and Javon Evans. Rusev basically saying it was his time to shine, and Javon Evans was just out there defending himself. That did turn into an actual match. The match itself was actually really good. They made Javon Evans win this one. Now, I love the young OG. However, lately, like, Rusev has had his ups. I don't know, man. This should have ended in no DQ or something like that. I just don't think that it should have ended the way that it did. Nothing against the young OG, though. I think, like, great on him. It's just that, like, Rusev's your big guy. But anyways, Asuka is gone. Yeah, she's gone. She said goodbye. She basically passed the torch over to Iyo Sky tonight and said goodbye. I don't think she's gone. They did talk about it a little bit during the Iyo and Sol Ruka. They basically just said that she was leaving, but her future's up in the air. That's it, question mark. My guess is she's going back to Japan to do some stuff. She has some businesses out there. So maybe she's just going to, chill out, and we'll see her Royal Rumble next year, maybe. Who knows? Bree and Paige came out and called out the Judgment Day. I actually liked this segment. It was, all right. Like, nothing spectacular, but it was still a good segment. Raquel actually called out Paige's history. That part shocked me. I didn't think they would ever acknowledge it, but they did. So that was brought up. And after that, the promo, they all started to fight with each other. But of course, Liv came out, and then the Judgment Day basically became 3-on-2. That was the end of that. Iyo versus Sol Ruka. That match was also really great, man. The high flying spots in that match were insane. It was a great one to watch. That probably my favorite of the night. If you didn't know that, I'm a huge Iyo Sky nerd. I love her. Like, she's great in the ring. And the end, I thought to me looked kind of like a botch, but like purposely done. Like, so she went for her Sol Ruka, went for her Soul Snatcher again, but Iyo was able to stop her. Was like, no, okay, it's not happening. When Soul missed, Iyo rolled her up for a pin, but the whole motion kind of looked weird to me. And to me, it looked like she had missed, basically. But no, that was not the case. It was meant to be that way. Regardless, the match itself was phenomenal. The Oba Femi Open Challenge was probably one of my favorite things of the evening. It started off with Adam Pearce coming out saying there is no challenge because basically nobody wants to wrestle you. And so Oba got mad, went to the back, grabbed Angel and Berto, dragged him to the ring, made quick work. It was definitely a squash match. And our boy Oba won. And like, honestly, I was all for it. I'm always for it. I'm not a fan of the open challenge. That part I'll agree with. I'm hoping we see Omos or someone big come soon, because I'm just saying his name because he's in AAA right now, so he's around and available. I don't know, man. I think they're just avoiding trying to put him against Roman Reigns. We'll talk about that very shortly. The main event saw OG El Grande Americano take on Dirty Dominic Mysterio for the Mega Championship. But listen, man, this right before the match, Finn Balor took out JD McDonough backstage, so that way we knew there was going to be nobody involved. However, it's not going to be that way, right? So Real Americano came out with his boys and, distracted OG Americano. His boys came out, but in the end, OG tried to take off the mask of the Real Americano. And while he was doing that, got hit with the 619 Frog Splash. Dirty Dom retained. Honestly, though, I'm super excited for this mask versus mask match that they're going to have later this month. And then our final promo of the night saw Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. We knew he wasn't going to acknowledge him. He basically came into the ring, attacked Jay, took him out. Jimmy tried to stop him, saying like, "Hey, you need to reason yourself." Took him out, and then ended up taking out Roman Reigns. Like nothing new. It's what we've seen for the last 3 weeks. Put him through a table again. And then as he was walking out, ran all the way back in, and Jay and Jimmy were trying to help Romans out, and he put all three of them through a barrier. Listen, I have nothing against Jacob. I have nothing against this. I'm fatigued of this storyline. I don't think it was the right choice. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with me, but I don't think this was the right choice. I think they're just like trying to. This is the reason Oba is not in this match. And listen, I know I'm a big Oba fanboy. I know that, but it's not that. It's just it doesn't feel right. Why couldn't you make Jacob go heel and go after Cody? Like, why not? Because at this point, it can go either way. I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem right. Let me know if you think I'm wrong, but that's your Raw recap. For more wrestling news and content, don't forget to follow along. And yeah, until the bell rings again, I guess, right?